Welcome back to Ulzzangmas and welcome to part 4 of my 2023 makeup collection and declutter series. We are finishing up the base products with powders. Right now, all of my powders are in this top drawer. We have a combination of loose powders and pressed powders. Powder is something that I absolutely freaking love. So this one's going to be a little bit harder to declutter, but we're going to get there. Just so you know, when it comes to powders, I'm probably not going to declutter that many. Loose powders especially. I'll probably get rid of some of the pressed powders, but loose powders, I may end up keeping all of them. We'll just have to see. I have 14 loose powders and I have 5 pressed powders. So as far as all of my base products, the powders are what I have the least amount of. We're going to start with the pressed powders and then we'll do the loose powders. Once again, we have 5 loose powders. This one, I'm going to declutter right off the bat. This is the Revolution Man. Now, this is funny. I ordered this during a sale on Revolution. I had ordered a bunch of products from that Grease Revolution collaboration collection, and they had some products on sale, so I grabbed this one and another product here that I'm going to talk about. It says Revolution Men, but when I ordered it, you guys, I did not put 2 and 2 together that meant that this was from the Revolution Men's collection. I don't know what I thought when I saw Revolution Man, but this being part of the actual men's collection just did not occur to me. First of all, I apologize if it's a bit noisy. It's like there's a lot of cars going outside, but this is supposed to be a translucent matte powder. It's supposed to be no color. It is not. This has color to it. Now, like I said, this is supposed to be made for men, so I would think that this would be completely translucent. It would be very, very, lightweight, dissipate into the skin, because as a man, I wouldn't think you would want to look makeup-y, but it looks makeup-y. This looks so heavy on my skin. I got this to try as a touch-up powder. I've been searching for a pressed powder to use as a touch-up powder throughout the day. Generally, pressed powders do not work for me. When it comes to all over setting powders, I only use loose, but I try to use pressed powders just to touch up. This one did not work for me at all. We are letting it go. Same thing with this one. This is from Wet n Wild. This is the 5-in-1 Essence Primer and Finishing Powder. It's supposed to smooth. It's supposed to condition, refine pores, balance, blur, all that stuff. For me, it does none of those things. It's supposed to be translucent, but it is not. It definitely has a color. On me, it looks kind of white. Once again, I tried to use this as a touch-up powder throughout the day. I did hit pan on it, and I did try to make it work, but I just don't like it. It does not work for me. This one I have had for a while, and I do like it. I bought this to use as an under-eye brightening powder, under-eye setting powder. This is the Aquassurance from JCat Beauty. It didn't really work very well as an under-eye setting powder. It did look kind of heavy on my skin. I thought maybe I could use it as a touch-up powder throughout the day, but didn't really work for that either. It's not a bad powder. It's just not right for me. Like I said, I've been trying to use pressed powders to touch up, and pressed powders just don't work for me. This one I'm also going to declutter. This one I got from Shop Miss A. I've had this one for so long. I mean, even if I did like it, it's long past time to get rid of it. I think I've had this since I started my channel almost. This is from Giove. This is the mineral powder. I got this to set under my eyes because it's like a yellowy kind of base powder. This is what it is looking like. It is decent, but I don't know, it just doesn't really work that well under my eyes, and I tried to use it as a touch-up powder, didn't work well for that either. And like I said, I've had this for 10 million and 30,000 years. I do need to let this one go. The only one of the pressed powders that I'm keeping is this one. This one I got in the same order as I got that Revolution Man powder. This is the Revolution Eye Bright Under Eye Powder, and you guys, I love this one. This is a super finely milled under eye powder. As you can see, I have almost hit pan on this one. I wouldn't say that it brightens, but it sets the under eye so well. It blurs all of the lines. It helps to prevent creasing. It is such a beautiful powder. Once I use this up, if they still have it available on the website, I will definitely repurchase this. It was currently in a sale, but then again, they have so many sales all the time. It is a beautiful powder. I would love to keep this one in my collection. It's gorgeous. Moving into loose powders, and I can assure you that I will probably not get rid of any of these. I love pressed powders, or loose powders rather. Loose powders are the formulas that work best for my skin type. A lot of these are only half full, so they'll be gone gone, you know, within the next month or so anyway. Let's just randomly pick this one right here. This is from e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow Setting Powder. Now, I have oily skin, so I generally don't like a glow, but this one is really beautiful. And I only use this one on like special occasions, like in the wintry months or something, when I want just a little more hint of a glow to my skin. So I'm going to be keeping it for that. This one is the Revolution. It's just the medium yellow loose setting powder. I got this one to try all over my face. I love banana powders. Anything that has like a little hint of a yellow works really good for my skin. Adds a little bit of warmth. All over my face. I like the finish. I liked the finish, but I have oily skin, and this one has a little bit of a glow. I didn't realize that when I bought it. So I tried it as an under eye powder, and I did like it for that. So I'm going to keep it as an under eye brightening powder and just see how that goes. All over my face, it didn't really work for me, but under the eyes, it's nice. This one I have almost used up. This is from Haley's. It is the Retouch Soft Focus Setting Powder. It is a beautiful powder, but as you can see, this is almost gone. I literally have one more use out of this, and then this will be empty, and I will throw this in my makeup I used up in 2023 bin. What I really love about this powder is that it is super blurring. It blurs the pores, it blurs any kind of fine lines. It's very long wearing. I do like it, but I have so many other powders that I enjoy. I may not repurchase this one. I don't know. We'll just have to see, but it is a beautiful powder. This one from AOA Studio. This one is newer to my collection. This particular one, not this formula. I have used this formula before and used it up. This is the banana powder. It is freaking stunning. This is a $1 powder. You guys, it dissipates into the skin. It blurs. It smooths. It is super long wearing. This is one of the most beautiful powders I have ever used in my life. I love it. This one and this one, these are also from AOA Studio. I'm going to be keeping them. I don't really love them, but I am going to be keeping them, and I will tell you why. These are the Puff and Set setting powders. This is the translucent, and then this one is the soft banana, the light banana. These are a newer formula to the brand. I bought all 3 shades. The other one was banana. I used that one up already. All over the face, I hate these. They did not look good as an all-over setting powder at all. This one, which looks white. This is supposed to be translucent. No, it's white. It looks white on the skin. Now, this is the thing. Under the eyes, they're beautiful. I don't know what it is, but they do a beautiful job of setting my under eye concealer. So I am keeping them for that. Once again, we have the yellow, light yellow, and then this one is almost used up. I think I have 1, maybe 2 more uses out of this, and then this will go into my makeup I used up in 2023 bin. This one is from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one and pass this one on to my daughter. This is the Set and Bake Light Banana Powder. I did not realize when I bought this one, it has a glow to it. Kind of like the one from Revolution, and also sort of kind of like the one from e.l.f. I already have one glowy powder that I really love as far as the e.l.f. one. I don't need 2. I'm just going to go ahead and pass this one on to my daughter. Yay, I decluttered a loose powder. Let's not get too excited. That's probably going to be the only one that I'm going to declutter. This one I got from Temu. This is the MAC Andy. This one I believe is supposed to be a dupe for, I think, a Dior powder. I was looking at Sephora and I was looking at the powders, and I think it's the Dior one that looks very similar to this as far as the lid. This one is, this whole powder is like huge, but it's a beautiful powder. This is very blurring. It's extremely mattifying. If you're someone that doesn't like an extreme matte foundation or matte powder, then this is probably not for you. But for me, being an oily skin girl, this is beautiful. And there's so much powder in here. This is going to last me to the end of time. Next, we have from the Sephora brand. This is newer to my collection, the Translucent Setting Powder. I have been enjoying this. I've only had a chance to use it a few times, so we do want to use this some more. My tried and true, one of my absolute favorites. This has been a repurchase. I think this is my 3rd one. This is the Banana Photo Focus Powder from Wet n Wild. This powder is absolutely stunning. It blurs, it mattifies, it gives my makeup such super long wear. Like, my makeup lasts all day when I use this one. And I've almost used this one up. This will be the 3rd one that I used up. When I use it up, this will be repurchased. It's also like a very affordable powder. This was like $5. Freaking love this one. As long as they make this one, this will stay in my collection. Next, we have also from Wet n Wild. This is the B for Banana Powder. This is the same powder as this one. Like, they're exactly the same. This is just, the branding, the packaging, when Wet n Wild did the collaboration with Sesame Street. So until I use this one up, I guess there's no reason for me to repurchase this one. But once both of these are gone, you bet your bottom I'm going to be getting this one again. We have 3 more powders left. This one from Cab Cosmetics. I got this one in a BoxyCharm. I don't know if Does Cab Cosmetics still exist? I'm not even sure. This one has a little bit of a glow to it. All over the face, I don't like it, but underneath the eyes, it is a beautiful powder. It just sets my under eyes so beautifully. It brightens a little bit. It helps to decrease creasing and all that. Love this one. This one from AOA Studio. This is the same as this one. This one is just translucent. Both of these are absolutely beautiful. I'll be hanging on to both of them. And then our last powder. This is another tried and true powder in my collection. This one, oh my God, you guys, it is stunning. This is the Believe Beauty. This is just the matte loose setting powder. This is my second one. This one is so super finely milled. It dissipates so well into the skin. It sets everything down. It blurs. It mattifies. It's super long wearing. This one is so beautiful. And it was only like $5. This is another one like the one from Wet n Wild that as long as it exists, I will repurchase it. It is beautiful. Final count with loose powders. We started out with 14. We decluttered 1 and we still have 13 left. So we didn't declutter that many, but like I said, there's at least 3 or 4 of them that are almost empty. So they'll be leaving my collection soon anyway. Let's go on ahead and get the rest of these in here. All the loose powders and our one press powder that we're going to be saving. That is going to be it for this declutter, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That concludes the base product portion of my makeup collection of declutter series. Now that we are done with this portion, I'm going to show you what the drawers look like now with everything organized and everything where I want it to be. So here we are. Everything is finally organized where I want it to be. In the top drawer, we have our loose powders and our one press powder that I saved. Drawer number 2, we have our primers. These are all of our face primers, and then this is the eye primers. And just a note, I did end up putting back in my collection the Pore Vanish primer from Revolution. I really wanted to give this one another try, so what the heck. I went ahead and I put it back. And then our lash drawer, it is exactly like I wanted it to be. Foundations over here, concealers over here. I am so freaking happy with the way everything looks. Once again, that concludes this portion of my declutter. Next, we're going to be moving on to the rest of my collection of face palettes, mini eyeshadows, blushes, highlighters, the Big Daddy eyeshadow palettes, all of that. I'm really excited to show you the rest of my collection and do the rest of my declutter. That is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please surely give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with the channel. If you're new to the channel, you are not already subscribed, I would love it if you consider joining my little family and hitting subscribe. Make sure you tap the bell so you don't miss a thing. You can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.